Have you ever heard of a man so strong he could tear apart a lion with his bare hands, yet lost everything because of love? This is the incredible story of Samson, the strongest man in the Bible. A story of supernatural strength, temptation, betrayal, and ultimately, redemption. Welcome to Bible Stories Explained, where we bring ancient truths to life in plain, powerful English. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another inspiring Bible story. Our story begins long ago in Israel, during a time when the people had turned away from God. Because of their disobedience, they were ruled by their enemies, the Philistines. But God had a plan. He chose a child before he was even born to deliver his people. An angel appeared to a woman who couldn't have children and told her, "You will have a son. He will be dedicated to God from birth. No razor shall touch his head, for he will begin to deliver Israel from the Philistines." That child was Samson. From the moment he was born, the Spirit of the Lord was with him. He grew up strong, stronger than any man who ever lived. But his strength wasn't from his muscles. It came from his commitment to God and his Nazirite vow, a promise to remain pure and obedient. As Samson grew, everyone could see he was no ordinary man. Once a young lion came roaring at him, and Samson tore it apart with his bare hands. Another time he struck down 1,000 Philistine soldiers using only the jawbone of a donkey. People feared him. The Philistines hated him. He was Israel's hero, powerful, bold, and unstoppable. But despite his strength, Samson had one major weakness. He followed his heart instead of God's wisdom. He fell in love with a woman from the enemy's land, Delilah, and that's where everything began to fall apart. The Philistine leaders came to Delilah with a secret plan. They said, "Find out the secret of his great strength, and we'll reward you with silver." At first, Samson played along. 3 times she asked for his secret, and 3 times he tricked her. But Delilah didn't give up. Day after day, she pressed him with her words. Finally, tired and frustrated, Samson gave in. He told her the truth. "If my head is shaved, my strength will leave me, for my power comes from my vow to God." That night, while Samson slept on her lap, Delilah had his hair cut. The Philistines rushed in. When he woke up, he thought he could fight like before, but the strength of God had left him. They captured him, gouged out his eyes, and took him to prison. The mighty Samson, once feared by nations, was now a blind slave, grinding grain for his enemies. But Samson's story didn't end in shame. In his pain, he began to pray again. He remembered the God who had chosen him, and he humbled himself. Over time, his hair began to grow back, a symbol that God's mercy was not finished. One day, the Philistines gathered in a great temple to celebrate their victory. They mocked Samson and brought him out to entertain them. But Samson whispered a final prayer. "Lord, remember me. Give me strength one last time, so I may honor you." He placed his hands on the temple pillars, and with one final burst of strength, he pushed with all his might. The entire building collapsed, crushing the Philistines and Samson with it. In his death, Samson defeated more enemies than he had in his life. Samson's story is more than just about strength. It's about faith, choices, and God's mercy. He was strong on the outside, but weak on the inside. Yet even after his greatest failure, God gave him a second chance. And that's the lesson for us today. No matter how far you've fallen, it's never too late to return to God. He can turn your greatest weakness into your greatest victory. If this story touched your heart, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and comment below, "God, give me the strength to rise again." And remember, real strength doesn't come from muscles. It comes from God.